Hey, well, welcome everyone. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
welcome to our Zoom event. Today's topic is how we build a fully automated funnel, part one. And I'm glad you guys could make it.
Yeah.
And what we want to do today is kind of talk about like a few things that are involved in automation. I would say that the first thing, the automation really begins with how you think about it. The technical part is secondary. I think it's important to, hey Chiro, welcome. I think it's important to kind of evaluate if you haven't started doing so already, is, how do you want to operate? Start thinking about the types of tasks, repeatable tasks that can be automated that you don't have to do manually.
Yeah, and before we dive into that, I did want to take a minute just to introduce ourselves. For those of you who don't know, I'm Shauna Martinez, and David and we're co-founders, and
Of MTZ
we're
Solutions.
married, and we have MTZ Solutions, which is a business operations agency, and we work with businesses on their operations as well as exit prep. And so it's a lot of just systems and processes to make businesses essentially more valuable and easier to lead. And yeah, anything you want to add about that?
Yeah,
About us?
yeah, we've had the opportunity to work with really successful clients that have a great success and operate at a very high level. And so we've built out numerous systems and processes for them, and we've seen it. We've seen these systems and processes succeed at a very high level, high volume, incredible success. And so we've taken that experience and we want to present it to you and show you how you can apply it, whether you're a solopreneur or you're just a team of two or three people, or you're a company of 100 people, that this system, this way of automating can work for you.
Yeah. One more quick thing about that actually is, so I have over 25 years experience working directly with founders and business owners and executives in many different industries, different types of businesses. We've had MTZ Solutions, we've for over 12 years now, and have a team that works with us, all fully remote US based team. And yeah, we've worked on tons of different kind of projects. And today we're going to talk about one of them.
Yeah, so essentially, MTZ Solutions is a business operations agency, and I want to take a moment to introduce our team. Melissa, would you introduce yourself,
Yeah,
please?
we have some people on our team, and yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
Yeah, hi, I'm Melissa. I'm one of the project managers for MTZ. So I help to organize, start, put together projects and help support our team in executing these projects all the way to the end. And I also help to put systems in place so that way things can move more efficiently and, less manually when able and yeah, just to help save time. So a little blurb about me.
Excellent. John Paul, you want to share? Would you like to share a little bit about yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is John Paul. I do marketing with MTZ primarily, and I do a number of things from copywriting to graphic design to web design. And so I'm one of the team members who has a lot of direct experience with uh, creating systems for clients, creating automations, building those systems so they run efficiently. And those are a few of the things that I do. But yeah,
Thank
glad to be
Yeah.
you.
here.
Yeah, we have a pretty a big team, and we have people on our team that are client facing, and then we have some people on our team that are more back end. And so with our clients, they're not, interacting with our whole team. That usually it's like one or two people, and then all the stuff happens for them behind the scenes.
Yeah, so usually it's like 1 or 2 points of contact. So today what we want to do is we want to take you behind the scenes and show you what it's like, how we make these things happen. It's kind of have a technical conversation, and we're going to share some examples.
Yeah, and before we do that, I did want to ask our guests if you're open to sharing, what made you want to join the call today, join us today, and
Chirho, would you like to share?
Yeah, sure. I got a message from David. I actually met David at one of Stacy Lauren's event, and my told him that they may have a conflict, but if so, I just thought what were we trying to do? Automation. I know I'm
Yeah.
using some automation right now, and that's why I just popped up. Yeah. That was
Great.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
happy to have
Yeah.
you here.
Yeah, glad you can make
Thank
it.
you. Yeah.
Kenny,
Thank you.
you have any questions today or any thoughts you want to share?
Hey, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
I mean, I just wanted to see kind of like how do you go about like creating automation? Because I'm
Yeah.
at more of a stage where I'm like looking at like the overview, the strategy part.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So
I'd like to add something. Thanks for sharing that, Kenny.
Mhm.
The client or the example we're going to talk about today is actually a client who she already had systems into place, automations. She has like a really extensive background in tech. And like she was just like really fluent in like in the example, I think it was like ClickFunnels 2.0, ActiveCampaign. She already had those systems in place, but it was just really time consuming. And she kind of had like this deadline that was approaching, and she knew, we had a team that could like just really get it done quickly and efficiently. And it was interesting too, because she had like this unexpected like family thing come up, and we were still able to help her meet the deadline. So I would say we work with a lot of clients who are really experienced and have systems already in place. It's not, I guess, just for someone who's just starting or doesn't know about it. And yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to say about that.
yeah, essentially like some clients, they're actually they're very savvy and very experienced, but then it becomes a question of time, velocity, or like they can do it, but it'll take them X amount of time. If they hand it off to MTZ can take care of it.
We're able to optimize some things that they already had in place. Maybe they didn't know about this one way that could do
Yeah.
it a little better, more efficiently.
Or we introduce them to tools or different strategies or
Yeah, but generally we work with what they have. That's why a lot of what we do, it's customized. It's like, okay, what tools do you have, and like where are you maybe not fully utilizing them? Rather than we're not like, hey, you should invest in all these new tools. It's like, okay, what are the tools you have? And a lot of people on our team, since we have a team of specialists, they already have experience. And even some of them, maybe we didn't have experience in that tool, but since a lot of them are very similar, we're able to just like dive in and figure it out. So,
yeah. Okay.
all right, well,
So let's go behind the scenes. John Paul, he's gonna do a screen share, and he's gonna show you the actual the how it's done, so you can get an idea as to what goes on the back end what the thinking is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, before we get started, I just want to let you know a little bit about the project. So hello, everyone. I'm going to basically walk you through a recent client project and what it actually looked like to turn an offer into a fully built system. This is work we did with our client, Anita. And Anita came to us with her offer and products already clearly defined. As Shauna had mentioned, she was approaching deadlines, and she had quite a bit put together, but there were still a lot of missing pieces that we needed to implement and get set up for her. So she needed that infrastructure in order to bring her offers to life and to make it run like a uh, fully automated system. And so we built out a multi-stage funnel to support multiple products in her value ladder. And as David and Sean already mentioned, working in ClickFunnels 2.0, we created her checkout flow, upsells, membership area for products, made sure everything worked together smoothly and was structured smoothly. And then we integrated ActiveCampaign and set up automated email sequences and opt-ins and purchases to trigger the right follow-ups. And then after that, we tested everything end to end and documented the full system so she could confidently run and scale that system. And so now she has a complete connected setup that supports her growth and where she's at. And I'm going to share the implementation guide that we delivered to Anita during our project wrap-up session. This shows everything we implemented, how it works together, and what she needed to take the system that we had built and so she could use it successfully. So I'm going to share that now. And all right, I think you should be able to see my screen here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And so this is the implementation guide that we built for Anita. This is kind of like a send-off guide. As I mentioned, this helped her know how to operate within the framework that we had built. So one of the first things that we did was the funnel launch.
John Paul, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt, but I just wanted to add for Anita, her business, she had a coaching and consulting business. So just this is an example of like one of the different kinds of businesses we work with. And in this particular example, she has a business, a coaching and consulting business. And I know she had joined a program where she got a ton of really awesome like templates and automations that she wanted to implement. And so even though she already had like experience, we just like it started to become a lot, and so really time consuming. And so we just like really helped her implement all these really cool resources that she got. We helped her do it faster.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, speaking to that, it's systems can work for any business model, any niche. It really helped Anita take her offers and start selling them online. And so the first part of that we implemented was the funnel process, and I mentioned that ClickFunnels 2.0. And so we built. She had the overall structure for one or two of the offers, but we had to build the automations that ran behind it that connected everything together inside ClickFunnels 2.0. And this is just a few screenshots of how to make sure her funnels are live, when she's ready to start taking payments, and let's go on to the next one. Checking the funnel pages. So the offer that she was working with, she had a micro offer, which is like the base offer, and then she had 2 order bumps on that page, and then she had an upsell, like 2 upsells. So there's 5 different offers in one funnel that clients could purchase, and depending on the combination of offers, they would have to be directed to different areas inside the members area. And so what we decided to do was create a members area, because that was the easiest solution, and just made it gated so that depending on what they purchased, they would have access to those specific products within that members area. And that was the easiest solution for that. But yeah, you can see, maybe you can see this. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, but the
And
workflow on,
really quick, sorry to interrupt, John Paul. I just
yeah,
wanted to say, if anyone has any questions, I know we're getting super technical. I find this really interesting, but if you have any questions, feel free to chime in anytime.
absolutely. Yeah. And you can also use the raise your hand feature as well if you want, and we can pause. Yeah, it is technical for sure, and it can be a lot. So like Shauna said, just let us know if you want to stop and talk further about anything. We can definitely do that. So this is inside ClickFunnels 2.0. If you see this screenshot here, there's a workflow attached to this funnel over here on the left. So the workflow's on the right, the funnel's on the left. And so basically it shows the triggers. It shows like there's one active trigger on each of these, for each of these products. And so that was part of the automation part behind the scenes that we had to set up, making sure that the purchases triggered to the appropriate members area access. So yeah, that's what that is. Let me just keep going here. So breaking this down, the first step would be the opt-in. And so what we recommend is we recommend capturing email first if possible. So even before they purchase, so that you have their contact, you can follow up if they decide to abandon the cart and not move forward. So that was this step 1 in this automation there. When someone enters their email, it triggers that automation there in the opt-in. And then the purchase, there's the micro offer, the order bump, and the order bump 2, as I said. And then those trigger access to different areas of the members area. Does anybody have any questions about this so far? I can go into a little more depth here, but just want to pause for a moment.
Yeah, that sounds good. Go deeper into it.
Yeah, so basically what the system that we decided would work the best in this scenario, and this may or may not apply to your unique niche or business model, but it's something that I think worked really well for her service-based business, and that was their initial purchase of the micro offer grants them access to the members area, and then every purchase after that is gated access. So basically, even if they don't purchase one of your higher tier services or products, then they still get access to the members area. They can still see those services and products there. So there's a psychological component as well, if they choose to unlock those products or services. But yeah, the members area was a integral part of this because it allowed everything to be in one place instead of trying to piecemeal it together or just send an email with a product link, for instance. So I definitely think that's a high level strategy. And we implemented that for her, and she was really pleased with the results there. So this shows the upsell one funnel, and there's one trigger attached to this, so there's workflow attached to each funnel page, and so that's basically the same as what I had already shared, and this is her upsell too. All right, and how are we doing? Any questions so far?
I think just keep going. I know, yeah, there was a lot of steps and a lot of things that we worked on here, and yeah, let's keep it
Yeah.
going.
Okay. Actually, I was wondering if you all are open to it, Chiro or Kenny. I'm just curious what business model you currently have or working in. I'm curious if it's service based or product based, if you are open to sharing.
So I'm a service-based thing. We have a financial planning company. We do have operations team as well. Honestly, what you just said is all technical to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is completely a foreign language
Okay.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
me, so but I do get the whole sales funnel thing. There is a process to do that. There's ways to do it and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe you can give us
Yeah.
some examples, John Paul, as to how this benefits someone.
Or actually, do you already have some funnels in place?
Yeah.
That
No,
your
I
team put in
just
place?
our team kind of puts it in place. We have a team that, like, if we needed to do um like seminars, workshop, we have a team that takes care of it for us. Uh Cost
Yeah.
money. Then if we need to continuously do education, creating a landing page to capture emails, things like that. I'm actually doing that separately away from my RIA. I'm doing that for my insurance business.
Mm.
Completely different because I set it up in a way where uh I have it separated.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like what I'm doing. Hmm.
Okay, yeah. And I think that like actually you're a perfect example of like a lot of our clients, they're not experts at funnels, and maybe they don't might not really know what a funnel is, or some of them do, some of them don't, and it doesn't really matter because they should be, able to focus on what they need to focus on. Like, you're focusing on the financial stuff, and you don't, these are things that can be delegated basically to experts, to the specialists. So,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, no, it's not my forte, so we let the professionals in that space handle that.
mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I guess, I am in the preparation of having a book to be released soon. So it's
Oh,
still
great.
kind of like in the editing, formatting, and then book cover design. So
What's the name of the
uh,
book?
the name of the book,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's called The Cultivator.
The Cultivator. Great.
Mhm.
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's a
Congratulations.
hybrid book about like business organization structure, as well as philosophy, and then my own personal experience. It's basically having to build something that outlasts you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
more
Love
like
that.
thinking like legacy.
Mhm.
Love
Yeah, it's
that.
great.
You might need a book funnel for that, for sure.
You know,
For
that
sure.
that is not a bad idea because I am also writing a book. So okay, that's actually not a bad idea that can help with
Mhm.
the other side of the business too as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
good job, Kenny.
Yeah, they,
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
a lot of people in our that we know
Yeah, in our
in
network.
our network that are they've written numerous books and a lot of them use funnels.
Yeah, book, there's like a specific strategy just for book funnels. Like the one we're looking at right now, it was a micro offer funnel. It was like, it's a funnel page and there's like several different kind of offers you can get when you click on this thing and then, oh, do you want to get this? Want to add this to your cart? But book funnel is it's a
Specific.
specific. So
Yeah.
cool.
We can definitely
Yeah, thanks for
yeah,
sharing that,
yeah.
Kenny.
Go
All
on.
right.
Thank you both for sharing. And it's great to hear a little bit more about your businesses and I think one of the themes for a lot of entrepreneurs is we go into business about something we're passionate about. And yeah, there's a lot involved and it can be technical, but it's rewarding at the end of the day. Um, and and so yeah, I guess getting back into this, um, this funnel is a prime example of a value ladder that is executed properly, I think. So if to clarify what that term means in case it's kind of a, a little specific, it's referring to the introductory offer that you have. The next rung on the ladder is the low ticket offer or the mid ticket offer, and then you have high ticket, and then you have premium. And so structuring offers that way, whether it's service or product based, is really advantageous because it allows people to take advantage of your products or services at whatever stage they're in, whatever stage they're ready for. And so that's what we did with Anita. And this step 3 on this implementation guide was basically just sharing about the domain settings that we had done for her, because there are certain domain settings that have to be set up and verified, making sure they're connected properly. Very technical. Apple Pay, providing another checkout option for customers and clients is always a good idea. And then there's a little checklist for her to make sure that these things are done before launching, just to ensure that everything runs smoothly on the back end. Um, and so one of the, I guess you could call it a lead magnet or a um, a free event that she would do would was the masterclass. And so this step in the guide is just sharing with her how to update the masterclass event date, because that would be one of the only things that she would have to do manually. if she's doing recurring master classes. And
Yeah,
so,
really quick, John
yeah,
Paul. So we set it up in a way where, you know, we don't have to continue being her team to uh for the next time she does a master class. We set up in a way where we
Can hand it off.
yeah, we hand it off. That's why this is the implementation guide, shows all the things we did, and then we kind of show her how she can do it too going forward. But maybe she wants to work, a lot of clients do want to keep us on, uh, you know, for the future, but some they just need help for a little while, and that's totally fine. We're happy to just get whatever needs to be done and then set them up, and then they can, you know, do it themselves or find, you know, work with another team.
Yeah.
And she already had a team in place, but she just kind of needed this extra support temporarily.
Yeah, so the guide, it's we spend a lot of time on the guide and to make sure that everything is very clear, like the instructions are clear. That's why it has screenshots, bullet points.
That's right.
yeah,
So that
absolutely.
so that when we hand it off, that the client knows exactly where they are. And as Shauna mentioned before, sometimes they want ongoing support. So
Yeah, actually, and I think that one of the things I wanted to add is that we set it up in a way like we're very intentional and thoughtful,
Yeah.
so that we set it up so that it's just the easiest way for the client and their team to take it on if they need to in the future. And so in this example, I'm trying to not articulating this in the right way right now, but I guess in this example, John Paul, you're like, she can just go in there. She's gonna have a new master class. All she needs to do is change the date, basically.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yep. And so, her process for changing the date, we just laid it out clearly and simply for her. She just logs into the email platform. This is a screenshot of Active Campaign and the automations that we built inside of there. There are several other ones. This just shows three of them, but she would just log into the platform, go to automations, find masterclass registration and reminders, click on it, edit it, and then after that, she just updates this field right here, which is the date, and changes the date to the correct one, and then click save. And then from there, this is just sharing that to verify the wait steps after the emails. Like this was just for her specifically to make sure that she was in agreement with our suggestions for how long we would recommend her waiting to send one email and then wait 24 hours, send another email, that kind of thing. So that's all that was.
And that's an example right there. That's a screenshot from, I believe that's an Active Campaign. And Active Campaign has like all these really cool, it's like logic and triggers and, if this, then do this action. And so this is a little slice of that, little peek into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a tree. The automation starts when someone either opts in or purchases or a tag is added, and then there are checks throughout that tree, and it branches off and goes into different areas. So as you can see here, there's a VIP route for people who do the VIP for the masterclass, and then there's a general registration route for the masterclass on the right. And so,
And I know a lot of people for VIP, they charge, that's something that people will pay to be a VIP, and they get like an extra hour to talk with the person. In this case, it would have been Anita, like an hour before or after the master class to talk. And usually there's a fee associated with
One-on-one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an
Or maybe they
intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe they just get a spotlight at
That's
some
right.
point during.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So yeah,
all
these are basically just a couple of ways you can monetize
exactly.
the funnel that we build for you. And I just want to kind of chime in on something too. I know that we're kind of discussing a lot of, or John Paul is, he's explaining a lot of technical components. But let me share with you just now to show you how to make your life easier as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. Okay. So you're busy. I know you're working sunrise to sunset. I know the life. I know what that is. We know what that is. So our job is to alleviate part of that for you. I always say in a joking, I kind of joke about it, but I mean it. We're like an aspirin for the client's headache. There's this headache, this funnel that you got to get to, or you know how to build it, but you don't have time to build it. And so we've designed a system a way so that you don't have to be so involved, so hands-on, even in the even at phase one when we're just kind of starting to build out this funnel for you. Let's say you have an idea, you have a project, you have a vision, you have a dream, but you don't have the time to organize it. So the way we would work, if you would work with MTZ, is, for example, like Melissa, she's one of our project managers, and we try to keep it an optimal way of communication, like one point of contact. It depends on how big your company is. Maybe you need another point of contact, different area. But she would talk to the let's say Chirho, or she would talk to Kenny, or anyone out there that's listening, watching. And probably with another one of our specialists or two, and we begin to share what you want to do. We begin to organize your vision, your dream, your idea, your project, how to make that a reality, to go from an idea and to really put it into action and bring it into reality. And so maybe Melissa, would you like to share how the process goes? Like the client's talking to you, and let's say you relay that information to like John Paul. Can you share what that process could look like?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I take in, the clients can share, I sometimes call it, even if it's word vomit, just kind of share any of the thoughts and goals, dreams, what outcomes that they're looking
Brain
for.
dump.
Yeah.
Yes, brain dump, that's probably, yeah, better word for it. Thanks, Shauna. Um, and so then I can put it together into a concise, doable, executable plan for the team. And that's when I then assign it. Like, okay, yes, we're going to need John Paul here for the design or the copywriting aspects. We're going to need for instance, our tech expert to help, set up the automations or whatnot. And I like to put it together in weekly plans, or if it's monthly plans, whatever it is. And I, put together our top focuses, time estimations on it if that's necessary. Um, and just make it very clear, like, here's the goal, here's the information that you need, here's our goal for the week. We always like to send on Monday, like, here are our top priorities for the week, specifically what John Paul's doing, our tech expert, and whoever else on the team. And then we're available for team support all throughout the day. So that's something clients don't have to worry about. You just get to then see the end result and, your goal and project executed on and completed. So and then, yeah, we're available for whatever type of communication you prefer. If it's weekly check-ins, we typically like to send, at least for sure, an email weekly check-in with the clients to let you know, here's what we're working on. Maybe here's what we need from you and our next steps. And we keep that cadence and also adjust it as needed. So,
Melissa. And actually, on that topic of some clients, they prefer weekly, but in this example with Anita, it was such a quick turnaround. We just did daily updates. So daily at the end of the day, we sent her an email. That was her preference. We sent her an email. Here are the things we did today. These are the questions we have. These are the things we need from you. And she was, very responsive. And then we just went, that's how we were able to move it along so quickly, even when she had this unexpected family thing happen, where she had to even travel. We were able to like get it all done on time. So, and so I guess also I'll just say, if any of this sounds interesting to you or whoever's here or watching, the best way to get started with us is to have a free strategy call. So we do a free 30-minute strategy call, David and I, and we talk about your business, and we just love to identify like if there's any quick wins we might be able to think of while we're on the call, and any ideas for new tools or ideas of how you might fully utilize the tools you already have, all of that kind of stuff. So, and then we always send a post-call summary with some recommendations based on our conversation. So,
Yeah, and some options like if you need help with your idea, your project, your dream, your vision, that we offer different options to work with us if you need support. And we're it's customized. It just depends on the client, like what are your needs.
yeah, thanks for saying that, because kind of the best way actually is to start off what we have. It's called a business assessment and roadmap. And so that's where we have like a couple sessions where we just kind of dive deep into what's going on in your business, and it's all customized, and then we just come up with some the ideal optimized systems and processes and workflows, and how everything can work together, integrations, and then we have a really nice roadmap, kind of similar to this implementation guide, but it's a lot more in depth and of course custom to your business. And then we have a session where we walk through everything that's in that roadmap, and then there's the option for us to help you implement it, or it's designed in a way where you could take that roadmap, use it with your existing team or someone else.
Yeah, and let me share with you the benefit of having a roadmap. We start off with starting off with a roadmap or an assessment or an audit. I can't stress enough how important that is, because as you can see from the demonstration that John Paul, how technical, and it's very easy to go down, the wrong path or go down, do something. It's very easy to make a mistake. So to avoid wasting time, to avoid or minimize any types of mistakes, it's super important for us to get an idea, a blueprint of what is it exactly that you need, and so that we know exactly, and the client knows what it is we're going to build out for them. It's like this, literally, it's like a blueprint. It's almost it's architecture of your idea.
Yeah, it kind of like really helps save time up front, because sometimes when we just dive into projects, which we've done, and we totally do that a lot, we dive in and maybe the client didn't tell us all the things about the project, and then it ends up being a lot longer or a lot more involved, which is okay. But if we would have known up front, we could have mapped it out another way and done it more efficiently.
Yeah, so it really does benefit.
And so that's why there is a couple ways to work with us, but that's kind of like the best way.
we can make it work going in, and we're pretty agile. But if you really want like to work in the most efficient way. If you really want to save time and, just make this a really like, um, make this want this to be really optimized. You want this process to be efficient. The very best way to do it is to just map it all out, and so we know exactly.
Yeah, it's like a business intensive.
It's like a business intensive, yeah. And also, aside from saving time and money, there's peace of mind. Like you're not, the client's not wondering, and no one on our team. Everybody has clarity, and there's great value in clarity. I can't, like everybody knows we're on the same page and we're all moving forward in unison. All righty. John Paul, would you like to continue?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, there's a lot to this. Obviously we can't give you every single step of the entire funnel and how everything works together, but you can see a snapshot of the general overview of what we built, how it's set up, with all the different automations, the emails and everything. There's reminders, there's product delivery emails that deliver the membership area access, that kind of thing. And then,
John Paul,
yes,
sorry to interrupt you again, but I guess I wanted to just say, I know some people might not even know what a funnel means, and I guess
Yeah, let's start there.
we're going to take a step back, and it's
sure.
really like in this example, it's like a landing page, or like a website, essentially, and so it's like there's a number of ways you could drive traffic to your landing page or website, and then once that could be ads, and that's a different thing, but a different topic for another day. But once they're there, then the funnel, it's like there could be excuse me, like these different pop-ups, these different paths they can take. And then a lot, the really when they enter their email address or they sign up for something, you have their email address, and then that's when the email automations.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so in this example, the landing page was on the ClickFunnels 2.0, and then the email automations, the email sequences are in ActiveCampaign. So those are the softwares that we're talking about, and those are the actions, I guess, in those different.
Yeah. And yeah, essentially the funnel is the entire process, it's the whole client journey, right? From the time they see your page to the first email to the nurture sequence or sales emails. And so they're segmented throughout the process. And there's opportunity for them to buy and establish a relationship with them that way. This is just a note to Anita about testing the automation after she updates the date, just for quality control purposes. And then we gave her customized documentation that outlines what each of her tags are, the different lists in her email software, and how to identify each of those tags, so that way she understands what the proper tags that are assigned to each contact would be. There's some training videos that we shared with her as well, to familiarize her with ActiveCampaign in case she needed to do more on her own. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the implementation guide. I know we're running short on time here, but I think if it's okay, I'd like to share a little bit from Anita herself. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. Just to get an idea of
Yeah, so this is
her
sorry to
experience.
interrupt. This is our client, a testimonial. This is the project we've been sharing that we worked on. And these are her in her own, this is her in her
This
own
is
words.
after we had our implementation guide call where we walked her through that guide, and then she gave us a testimony.
Yes. All right. Can everyone see the screen here?
I see it kind of, oh, there it is, kind of slowly loading. I see it
Okay.
now.
Hi, my name's Anita Anello, and I run a coaching and consulting business for entrepreneurs that are interested in installing a 6 to 7 figure day in their business. I recently had an opportunity to work with Shauna and her team. And in that experience, I just want to make a quick video about that. We had such a great experience. So my team and I had been installing and implementing a new piece of software, a new tool, and it was going okay, but we were spending a lot of time. So I reached out to Shauna and her team. We did a discovery call. They took such care and consideration and understanding where we were going, where we were in the project, where we were stalled out, and where they could come in and help out. They actually even helped us improve some of the assets that we currently deliver in our business. Then throughout the project, the level of detail and communication that they provided was bar none. It was really fantastic. I actually had to take an unexpected trip to take care of some family members during the project that we were working on, and I had such a peace working with Shauna and her team because I knew each and every day that things were getting done that I or my team could not take care of. And it was such a relief in my business to be able to go take care of some things, have my business run, and have Shauna and her team take care of this implementation project for me. The daily emails and recaps and the level of detail and care and consideration in the communication really helped to boost my confidence in them, really helped to like I said, give me a great sense of peace. And I saw the project moving forward, and I didn't actually really have to do a lot on my end. I've worked with a lot of vendors where having them come into my business and implement something meant a lot of labor intensive on my side. And I didn't experience that at all with Shauna. Our team is actually the exact opposite. The last little piece that we had is we had a handoff call. And can I tell you the questions that they asked about future growth and being able to implement the system and provide the documentation and everything was 5-star stellar level. If you have the opportunity to work with Shauna and her team to be able to take over an element of your business, these guys are the best in their space. They do such a phenomenal job of communicating great value, delivering great value. 5-star level service. I would recommend them over and over and over again every single day.
Righty. So yeah, once again, just want to keep repeating this because it's so important, because these are ideas, these are dreams, these are visions, these are things that people want to do, and maybe they're partially built out. Maybe it's just a concept that we do offer a free 30-minute strategy call to help you begin to organize that idea. We can give you some professional feedback. Our expertise goes across many industries, so it's something that we specialize in.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming, and hope to see you again real soon, and enjoy the rest of your day.
We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.